Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel where we dig through the glorious junkyards of history to find machines so strange, stylish, and overbuilt that modern vehicles look like they were assembled during a coffee break by politicians arguing over parking spaces. Today we're talking about the 1972 Barth 25 Motorhome, a rolling aluminum apartment built in an era when America believed bigger roads, bigger engines, and bigger sideburns could solve absolutely anything. And honestly, looking at this machine, they may have had a point. This wasn't just an RV, this was a chrome and rivet declaration of freedom, parked proudly beside lakes, racetracks, and suspicious roadside diners serving meatloaf that could legally qualify as construction material. Before we roll deeper into this polished aluminum time capsule, subscribe to the channel and join our wonderful community of classic vehicle addicts. Our subscribers are the only people who can watch a 50-year-old motorhome leak oil in 3 different places and still say, "Yeah, but look at the craftsmanship." My friend Timmy watched one of these videos after 3 beers and immediately tried converting his ex-wife's garden shed into a camper. The shed now has curtains, no roof, and somehow owes him money. Barth motorhomes were built in Milford, Indiana between 1969 and 1998, and among vintage RV enthusiasts, the company earned a reputation almost mythical in nature. While many recreational vehicles of the 1970s were assembled with enough staples and plywood to terrify future restorers, Barth approached motorhome construction like aircraft manufacturing. The company became famous for riveted aluminum bodywork, sturdy assembly methods, and coaches that felt substantially more durable than much of the competition. The early 1970s RV market in America was booming. Families wanted freedom, retirees wanted mobility, and fuel economy was still treated like a rumor invented by nervous accountants. The result was a coach that looked more industrial than glamorous, but owners loved them because they survived decades of use. This particular 1972 example carries approximately 75,000 miles and recently underwent several refurbishment tasks under current ownership. Over the past 8 months, the side entry door was replaced, laminate flooring installed, the ceiling rebuilt with fresh insulation, and the roof resealed. An air conditioning system was rough installed, though not fully wired. That unfinished AC setup feels very relatable. The coach retains much of its original charm, including factory appliances and vintage interior fittings. According to the seller, the refrigerator, Magic Chef oven, and cooktop remain in place, although their functionality has not been verified. Underneath the aluminum shell sits a chassis powered by a 400 cubic inch engine paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission. That massive V8 displaced roughly 7 liters, producing the kind of low-end torque designed less for speed and more for dragging an entire vacation across several states while carrying enough canned food to survive a minor apocalypse. Dual rear wheels improved stability and weight distribution, essential for long-distance touring. At 25 feet long, approximately 8 meters, the coach struck a balance between maneuverability and livable comfort. Inside the front cabin, green vinyl captain's chairs dominate the cockpit area alongside a matching dashboard, overhead storage compartments, sliding windows with screens, and even residential-style outlets. The kitchenette occupies the central living section and includes a white countertop, wooden cabinetry, double-basin sink, refrigerator freezer, cooktop, and the famous Magic Chef oven. Storage was integrated cleverly throughout the interior with drawers, overhead cabinets, and under-counter compartments. The dinette area features patterned cloth seating and a folding table capable of transforming from dining space to travel workstation or emergency card game battlefield after sunset. The rear lounge may be the most charming section of the entire coach. Two floral patterned sofas convert into a king-size sleeping area, creating a surprisingly comfortable overnight arrangement. Wall-mounted reading lamps, sliding windows, privacy curtains, and corner shelving helped create a genuine residential atmosphere rather than a purely utilitarian camper interior. Unlike many flashy competitors covered in fake wood trim and optimistic marketing promises, Barth leaned into honest engineering. The riveted aluminum body wasn't merely decorative, it provided strength, corrosion resistance, and a distinctive identity. Inside, the atmosphere balanced practicality and warmth. The floral sofas, wood cabinetry, patterned fabrics, and green vinyl cockpit created a rolling living room straight out of 1972 America. But the layout worked brilliantly. The rear lounge transformed into a king-size sleeping surface, the lavatory included a shower and vanity, and the sliding windows kept airflow moving through the cabin long before giant rooftop climate systems became common. One particularly charming detail is the collection of manufacturer literature, manuals, spare parts, and the SPID card accompanying the sale. Vintage RV enthusiasts love documentation almost as much as they love arguing about carburetors at campgrounds. Compared with other motorhomes from the early 1970s, the Barth occupied a respected middle to upper position in the market. Many RVs from the period relied heavily on wood framing and fiberglass panels, which often deteriorated after years of exposure to moisture and road vibration. Barth's aluminum bodywork aged far more gracefully, helping survivors remain valuable among collectors today. Back in 1972, a well-equipped Barth motorhome could cost roughly $12,000 to $15,000, depending on option. Adjusted for inflation, that equals approximately $90,000 to $110,000 in today's money. In other words, these coaches were serious investments aimed at buyers seeking durability and long-distance comfort rather than cheap weekend camping. Today, restored or well-preserved Barth motorhomes occupy a fascinating niche within the collector RV market. Average sale prices often range between $15,000 and $40,000 depending on originality, mechanical condition, and upgrade. Exceptionally restored examples occasionally sell for significantly more. Buyers increasingly appreciate these vintage coaches because modern RVs sometimes prioritize giant televisions and glowing LED cupolas over structural longevity. And honestly, there's something lovable about this old machine. It represents a period when road travel felt adventurous instead of algorithmically optimized. They crossed deserts, climbed mountains, survived family arguments, overheated near gas stations, and probably witnessed at least one uncle wearing sandals with socks while claiming he knew a shortcut. That's automotive history with fingerprints on it. So if you ever see a vintage Barth parked quietly at a campground, give it the respect it deserves. It's not merely an old RV, it's a polished aluminum monument to freedom, optimism, and the glorious belief that any problem in life could be solved. And, of course, huge thanks to the sponsors of this channel, our amazing subscribers supporting the madness month after month. We appreciate every single one of you. Stay safe, stay curious, and if your neighbor starts building a bunker because he thinks aliens are stealing catalytic converters, maybe don't lend him your extension cord.